If you want a long-lived business and you're not looking for an exit or trying to make a quick buck, then you need to keep it fulfilling and engaging so that you want to commit to doing it for the long haul. So in this video, I am going to talk about the moment that I almost gave everything up and how I managed to keep going by asking one simple question, which is, what would my business look like if it was fun? Okay? Now then, 2020 was the year that I was going to give up my online teaching business where I teach blues harmonica. And I didn't. I'm still here. I still do it. But what happened? What happened in 2020? Well, COVID happened. Has nothing to do with that. COVID was actually the biggest uptick in online education for everyone who was already in it. It was amazing. Everyone got a lot more students because people were stuck at home. So it wasn't COVID. My son was born in 2020. That was also a fantastic thing. But I was extremely stressed out and I hated doing my business. And I really needed to try and work out what to do to get out of this situation. And I was so desperate that I thought about selling the business. And it was only when I looked into how I was going to sell it and what kind of money I could expect for the business that I realized that selling wasn't an option. So instead, I did a bit of soul searching. I did a lot of reading. And I reread The 4-Hour Workweek, which I've read many times over the years. And one of the things that Tim Ferriss says a lot is ask yourself, what would this look like if it was easy? And I decided to reframe that slightly. And I asked myself the question, what would this look like if it was fun? And when I looked at my business, I realized that although I was very stressed out, if I went through it and worked out how to fix the business, I could look at all the areas of it and say to myself, well, actually, I like most of it, but there is one thing that I find very, very dull and I'm dreading doing and is not fun. So what was that one thing? Well, in my business, that one thing was providing personalized feedback for all of my students. So every week they can upload a recording and I listen to it and I tell them what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and how to improve it. Now, this is an integral part of what I offer. It's kind of my USP, and I didn't want to get rid of it. So I had to ask myself, well, how do I fix that? How do I make it more fun? And I couldn't see a way for it to be more fun by me doing it without radically changing the offering. So instead, I thought, well, maybe I could get someone else to do it. I love everything else in my business. Why don't I get someone to do the bit that I don't love? So I came up with a plan and I gave myself 100 days to follow this plan, which was going to be finding potential teachers, seeing if they were interested, testing them out, creating a standardized way of providing feedback so that someone else could do it, creating notes for my entire curriculum so people knew what kind of things students should be accomplishing at different stages. And over the course of those 100 days, I managed to hire someone. And since then, I've actually got 3 teachers doing feedback for me. And now, it's great again. The business is fun because I still love a lot of the other elements of the business. I love creating content for students. I love creating a new curriculum from time to time. I love doing the online marketing stuff. I love the sales stuff. I even enjoy creating the systems and all of that kind of thing. So my business went back to being fun. But that was really a breaking point. And I think that, if you're watching this, you might be at a breaking point where you're absolutely desperate. And I'm really sorry if you're at that stage, because it really sucks. And you can feel extremely alone when you're sitting with that. But if you're not at that kind of desperation point, excellent, you should still be regularly checking in with yourself and asking yourself, what would this look like if it was fun? I did this recently. I was starting to feel a little bit unhappy with the business, not a huge amount, but just a little bit. And so I asked myself, well, what is it that I'm dreading? What is it that I don't want to be doing? And it was customer support. And actually, my assistant has been doing customer support for years, but I've always been there to deal with slightly complicated or specialized questions from people, and I was starting to really dread the day of the week when I was doing that. And the reason I was dreading it was that, if someone was complaining about something, or if someone had a problem that I couldn't fix, I then couldn't sleep. It was leading to a lot of anxiety and stress. And so I asked myself, well, what do I need to change? What makes my business fun again? It's taking out this one element, which is making it not fun, and outsourcing that. So I told my assistant that this is what I was doing, and we came up with a plan together for how to make that happen. And I'm enjoying my business again. I'm really excited. So try and have these regular check-ins with yourself. What is it that you're not enjoying? What isn't fun? And what do you need to hold on to keep the business fun? And remember that your business will keep evolving. My business started teaching people one-to-one, and I was teaching 40 students a week, and I did that for years, and I enjoyed it until I didn't. And then I stopped teaching one-to-one, and I moved entirely into online courses, and I loved that. And then, I stopped doing the feedback, and I moved more into just being the person who creates the course content and deals with the sales and marketing. And I think that, that might evolve again in the future. And that's okay. Business keeps evolving, especially if we're building these businesses. I'm going to call it a lifestyle business, but not in a negative way. It's a business that you love, that fits into your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to change. My lifestyle has changed dramatically since my 20s. I have kids now. I don't go out and play gigs every night of the week. So, it's a very different life now, and that's great. And you got to keep letting your business evolve to fit your needs from it. One of my friends always tells me that I'm Pretty Woman, and what that means is in the movie Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts says that she says who, she says when, and she says how much, and you got to hold on to that. If you are your business, if you own your business, you're in charge of all of these things. And I know that you might not feel like you're in charge. You might not feel like you can change the things that you are not enjoying about the business. So at that point, when you identify something that you don't love, you then have to come up with a plan for what you need to change in the business in order to be able to change that thing. What needs to happen? And it might be a question of just being able to, get a little bit more money to put into having someone else do it. Or it might be something that you need to take out of your business. We all do things in our business that aren't actually that important for the business, but we believe they are. So really ask yourself, is this important for the business? Can I get rid of it? What do you hate right now in your business? Comment below and tell me what you would need to change to make it more fun. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you got something out of this, and looking forward to building a business that you're proud of and that you love and you feel good about. All right. Take it easy.